Good playgrounds should feel like part of the community, with local features, trained lifesaver huts, tractors and tank stands and sheepdogs running around. Playgrounds aren't just about having some fun. They're also about kids growing up and developing skills.
For us at Playworks, it's about giving the child a life experience.
G'day and welcome to The Free Hit. I'm Tom Wetton. Tonight we're talking about the format of AHL. Deb, what do you like about AHL?
Gives our players all the opportunity to play at a high level. The players who haven't made the Australian squad yet, they get to see where they need to be. And also it just gives all players a chance to play in Australia against each other.
Phil Jackowitz, have we got it right?
I don't think we've got it right. I think we're going backwards. I think every year we're taking small steps away from what a competition is in the eyes of the Australian sporting public, what we think a competition is for our sports, and hockey's becoming like a weekend event, and it should be more at that level.
Changes that we need to make to the competition, Debbie?
Yeah, good question, Tom. I think what we need to do is get the players to come back to their home states. If we have home and away games, it allows coaches and supporters to be able to see them play. The players that have maybe grown up with them, to see them play at a high level would be good for everyone.
Phil, the current format has them consolidated in one area for about a week, I think, is the format this year. Again, is not the way to do it?
Not in my opinion. I think what we need to do is we need to have a plan on what we want the competition to look like in, say, 5 to 7 years' time. It's not going to be an overnight thing. I think it's going to be a gradual thing, but each year, let's take some small steps back towards where people want it to be, that home and away, get those Queensland teams playing in Queensland, let Queensland get to see all the opposition teams up here playing, maybe not in a weekend, but maybe over the course of, say, 10 weeks, 12 weeks, we get to see one team come back out, watch another team, that sort of thing. A well-promoted game, getting plenty of people on the watch, you know, having people pay to get in and watch the best hockey in Australia. We perform at such a high level internationally. It's only fair. It's a real reflection of that if our national competition is showing off that talent depth that we have.
So Deb, Phil talked about a great solution there, a home and away series. The potential for sponsors to get involved in that situation?
It's a great opportunity for us to get government support, local sponsors to get involved as well. It also lifts the profile of our sport, getting the local people on board.
Phil, because they're involved more regularly through the season rather than a one-week tournament?
At the current format, the sponsors aren't going to be interested. It's not enough of a profile window for them to take advantage of. We're a season-long competition of home and away. It'll allow for local sponsors that want to build a national profile to jump on an affordable sport product like ours, being amateur, and to help them get out there across the nation.
And Deb, that gives the sponsors the opportunity to sponsor individual states where we can't get a naming right sponsor for the competition.
Yeah, it's a great opportunity. It's also an opportunity for not only the sport to have a major sponsor, but each association. If they got the exposure and they had the home and away over a whole season, I'm sure it'd encourage a lot of other businesses to get behind hockey.
Well, that's the free hit for another week. Thanks to Deb and thanks to Phil for their input tonight. I'm sure Hockey Zone will be there if the AHL gets into a home and away format. I'm Tom Wetton. We'll catch you next week.